friends, this is Astrologer Mohnish once again, and thank you for watching my videos on Vedic Astrology. In this video, I'll talk about one of the subjects which has been used as a tool or a weapon to exploit masses by the astrologers, and that is Moon in 8th house. Yes, my dear friends, if you have Moon in 8th house, I'm sure you will also be worrying about what does it mean. Because if you Google it or if you search or meet some of the astrologers, they will give you all the negative views about Moon in the 8th house. Now, a little bit of the background. Why Moon is considered to be bad in 8th house from classic Vedic astrology perspective. The reason is Moon is your mind. It talks about your emotional health. It talks about your subconscious mind, as how you feel and how you see the world is treating you through your subconscious mind. Moon is your emotions, connecting to your subconscious mind. And Moon represents your mind, which travels body to body once you loses your current body. Your rebirth happens because your mind looks for another body. And that mind is represented by Moon. Now, 8th house is house of pain. 8th house is house of obstacles. 8th house is house of depression. 8th house is house of suicidal activities. 8th house is house of being hidden, being secret, sudden highs and sudden lows. 8th house is also house of PhD, occult science, spirituality, astrology, tantra. So what does it mean? Does it all mean that every time somebody has Moon in 8th house that they will go through depression, they will go through suicidal thoughts, they will go through the pain, or their mother will have pain because Moon represents their mother and 8th is house of pain? No, that is not the truth. And I assure you this thing. If you consult any astrologer, classic Vedic astrologers, who are just coming from the backgrounds of reading books written 100 years ago or 50 years ago, bringing the same concept of analysis paralysis, they will just get an opportunity to rip you off instantly by seeing Moon in 8th house. That is a money-making machine for them. There are many myths associated with that. Please do not fall trap of those astrologers. Always use your mind. You are not the only person who could be born with Moon in 8th house. There could be 40%, 50% of the population born with Moon in 8th house. Every day Moon gets into 8th house. So all the childs who are born in 8th house are depressed, have suicidal tendencies, or they have a Bal Rishta dosha. I have read somewhere Moon in 8th house, many astrologers say it's a Bal Rishta dosha. That means it kills your longevity. No. Moon in 8th house have both the meanings good and bad, and how you interpret the good and the bad. I have a video about knowing how you see the depression in your birth chart, seeing the location of the Moon. Okay, Moon is being conjunct with bad planets, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, or the bad planets, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, aspecting Moon, or Moon is being hemmed by two malefics in your Lagna chart, in the D9 chart or D60 chart, represents that yes, you have a negativity, fear in your mind, and the malefics are hemming your Moon. There is a tendency for you to be depressive. And you can check that video of mine, mental health, according to Vedic astrology. But in this video, I'll specifically talk about if you see your Moon in 8th house, what exactly you need to see. What exactly you should interpret as what Moon is going to give you. 8th house is also house of transformation. 8th house is house of disruption. 8th is the house of deep knowledge, deep studies, PhD and research, deep thinking. People who have Moon in 8th house can literally transform the world by bringing something new to this world which does not exist. Product engineering, product designing, transformation, disruptive technologies. Moon in 8th house can do it. Because people who have Moon in 8th house go very deep, and literally bring things out on the surface which does not exist. It's a 4th dimension, 5th dimension of your research. It's your psychic ability to produce something great. So if you use it as a weapon, as a tool to transform yourself and the world, this is the best combination. Moon is in 8th house, also connection with your excavation, mining, archaeology. And if you fall trap of all the negativity talk about moon in 8th house, then I'm telling you, my dear friends, even if you are healthy, you are fine, you are a great person, but you will feel depressed just by reading whatever is written about moon in 8th house by so-called astrologers who never bring any research in front of you. And if you question them, they will shut you down. I'm going to share a screen and tell you what exactly you should see when you see moon is in the 8th. So if you have moon in 8th house, open your chart. I'm using Jagannathura software here. You can use any other software. And then look at the Bhava chart, this Cuspal chart. Where is moon? If moon is in your 8th house, then definitely moon is sitting in your 8th house. And you will get strong results of moon signifying the 8th house. But how do you know the complete picture? Whether the moon is going to deliver you good results or bad results, or it's a positive sign for you or the negative sign for you. So it's very easy. It's all you need to do is go to the KP tab and understand first, see which nakshatra moon is in. So this is a sign. This is where the column of nakshatra is. Nakshatra is a constellation where moon is sitting. And nakshatra plays a very important role in delivering the results of the planet. That is the interference pattern of quantum physics, which I always teach, that nakshatra changes the pattern of the planets, what results planets are going to give you. So it is the nakshatra which will decide what are you going to get when moon is in the 8th house. So look at the nakshatra and also look at the sublord, which is the 9th division, 9th unequal division of your nakshatra, which tells you the microscopic what are you going to get during the moon's mahadasha, or what does moon means in the 8th house. So pick these 3 planets, moon, Mercury and moon. In my scenario, in my case, I have taken this chart of today's day and time and deliberately put moon in the 8th house for this example. It could be any other 3 planets, any other 2 planets for you in your scenario, but for this example, moon is in the nakshatra of Mercury in the sublord of moon. So we'll take moon, Mercury and moon as the 3 planets. And what we are going to do is, you come to the house tabs here. And if you see here, write it here, moon, Mercury and moon. These are the 3 planets we are going to look for. So now moon and moon is repeated, so we can take only moon and Mercury, will get the results of sublord also. But in case you have here, let's say, Mars, for example, I'll just write it here so that if you have Mars, how to get the significance of Mars also, I'll show that in example. So you take moon and see it from this chart, okay? So this chart, the setting should be this. You should have a Placidus house system selected on the house tabs here, on the Jagannathura, and the ascendant is the start of the first house. This is the true settings to give you the real position and the real location of the planets based on the longitude or the place of your birth. The real place of the planet is this, okay? And I have been teaching this and I've been practicing astrology from so many years. I'm the professional astrologer. I always use this setting to read the chart of my clients also, okay? And then what you do is, now actually we are just looking for moon position in this chart, and this picture is in Jagannathura is not a very accurate picture, but this is the true picture, okay? So what you do is pick moon here. Moon is sitting in 8th cusp. This is the 8th cusp. Moon is sitting here. So write 8 here. Moon is the lord of Cancer. Cancer is the 12th cusp. You see, for Cancer is coming in the 12th house. So write 8 and 12 here. So moon is showing the results of 8 and 12 in this scenario. Now take Mercury also. Mercury is sitting in 10th cusp. You see Mercury sitting in 10th cusp. Write 10 here. Mercury is the lord of Virgo and Gemini. Where is Virgo coming? Virgo is coming in the 2nd cusp. And Gemini is coming in the 11th cusp. And finally, again, we have a moon as a sublord, so it comes in 8 and 12. In case you don't have moon here, you have any other planet. For this example, let's say Mars. How you'll see Mars? You come to the cusp where Mars is sitting. Mars is sitting in the 10th, and Mars is the lord of Aries and Scorpio. So where is Aries? Aries is capturing your 9th cusp, and Scorpio is in the 4th cusp. So this is, if you have any other planet other than moon, then Mars is giving you 10, 9, 4. I'm just giving you an example, but all you need to do is just understand the three levels: planet, nakshatra, and sublord. What does it show? Now, if you get this 6, 8, 12 here, 6, 8, 12 in the three levels of your planet, nakshatra, and sublord, without any 10 and 11, then you are in a problem. Then definitely the moon is badly afflicted. 6, 8, 12 is a combination which is not considered to be good in astrology. So the combination of 6 and 12 can give you the most miserable problems in your life. So I'm going to erase Mars here, not to get you confused. So what we did is, again, we are just going to the KP tab, looking for the moon sitting in what nakshatra and what sublord, any planet you have. Then you come back to this house tab and make the significance of these planets based on where they are sitting and what are the two houses they rule. You get these numbers, and based on these numbers, you see here what we get is we get 8 and 12. We know 8 is a pain, 12 is losses. Definitely some highs and lows, but 10 and 11 is your 10 is your karma and 11 is your gains. So this person, if somebody is born at this time with this significators, I will say this person is born to be a disruptor. This person can change and transform life of others by the management of his karmas, by managing his karmas and growth in his life. 10 and 11 with 8, 12 is a very strong sign of somebody who's connected to medical science. 6 is health, 8 is pain management, 12 is hospital. 11, you're doing your karmas and your career in the matters of medical science. You could be a researcher, you could be a person holding a PhD degree, you are a person connected to the transformation of the world. You are bringing or producing some disruptive technologies. You could be a person linked to archaeology, mining, excavations. So this is a good sign. But it can be bad only and only if you have, let's say, instead of these numbers, you have let's say 6, 8, and 12 here, and there was no 10 and 11 to protect you. Then your moon is very, very badly located. And that can cause you suicidal thoughts, problems, obstacles, fear in mind, and you can go deeper and deeper and deeper in your thoughts, but it will be very difficult for you to bring yourself up. You can be a person with the secrecy, with the hidden attributes, and you are introvert, that you don't speak, you don't communicate well, and your emotional mind is very deep and very much into the problem. So this is how you see. And I'm going to show you some of the charts of the famous people who have moon in 8th house to just prove you this thing, that they are living their life happily, healthily, without any reasons, without any problems. So I'm going to open some of the charts of known personalities, open chart, open horoscope. And if you see, I have a lot of research data. And if I go and open moon in 8th house, you see Bobby Murphy, the owner and the founder of Snapchat. The very interesting application nowadays, everybody's using it. And if you see he has a moon in 8th house, I'm going to just highlight it here. See, the moon is in 8th house sitting with Ketu. So definitely moon is hemmed with Ketu from one end. But if you see the results of moon, which I'm just showing you, moon, and Rahu, look at this moon, and Rahu. And you see that there is no 6, 8, 12, rather 11 is here. So this is a person who went deeper and found a new technology, Snapchat, and disrupt the whole world. Just look at his chart from the career perspective, right? This is what I teach, and this is the beauty of the predictive astrology, what I teach and what I do. You see all the planets showing so much of green. This is a sign of somebody becoming millionaire and somebody become huge in their life. All because of his moon sitting in 8th house, he's a disruptor. He knows how to go deeper and find new technologies, new world, and new solutions to the new problems. And similarly, if you see the chart of, I have a lot of charts with moon in 8th house, because I do a lot of research. I don't follow the books and the other so-called entertainment astrologers blindly. So I do a lot of research. So moon in 8th house, you see Jack Travolta, son of John Travolta has it. Luke Trump, the grandchild of Donald Trump, he has a moon in 8th house. Manushi Chiller, she is the Miss India World, a girl from India. So you see that she has a moon in 8th house. So, you know, if she has moon in 8th house and somebody tells her you have a short lifespan and you will be depressed, you will be suicidal, even that person, if not, they will start thinking this way because you're producing and giving them the negativity in their mind. And see her chart, she has 6, 8 and 12, but there's 11 also to protect her. So if you just go for her career, just in terms of her career, there are so many things you can see instantly, but you see her, she is pretty well guarded and protected. 211 is here, so her moon is also very good in the matters of her. She become a deep thinker. She can also be connected to the something bringing new to the life, can be also connected to the spiritual world, to astrology also, because 5 and 8 is a sign of astrology, and 211 is again a lot of gains in life. She is protected. She has 6 at 12, but as I said, if 11 is here or 10 is here, you have a protection. There's no need to worry about. Only worry is if you only see 6 at 12, then definitely there's a thing you need to worry upon, and you should consult a professional astrologer if you see those kind of things, to protect your mind and moon through mantra chanting or through wearing some gemstones if your moon is if you want to strengthen your moon. And finally, I'm going to show you one more chart. So if you see here the chart of moon in 8th house, Sonakshi Sinha, the Bollywood actress, Taimur Khan, the son of Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor Khan, he also has moon in 8th house. So what does it mean? He's at risk? No ways, right? You will see he's a bright son. He is going to live his life comfortably without any issues and challenges. You see, moon is in 8th house in the Kaspal chart here, and that's a real position of moon, not here. This is the real position of moon, and you see he has a 211, born with something great. He can be innovator, a next generation innovator. And if you see here moon in 8th house, again I'm going to show you the charts of Sonakshi Sinha, also my favorite actress, moon in 8th house. See Sonakshi Sinha, and you see that here. What do you think? She's depressed? She's suicidal? No way. She's enjoying her life. She's doing a lot of good things in the Bollywood industry, and her father also renowned actor in Bollywood. So you see her moon is in the 8th house with Rahu, and that is not going to give her any issues, because there is a 10 and 6, there is no 12 here. And so this is how you see instantly, right? So without any analysis paralysis, you can easily judge the condition of your mind, especially when your moon is in the 8th house, because there is so much of garbage written online. And I always insist and encourage my students and my followers also, do not just trust whatever Google says, because who writes those articles, who are creating those articles, you don't know the authenticity or credibility of that person. So always consult the real legitimate people who want to bring shine and glory to the astrology, not want to use this science as a weapon and to exploit people and make money out of them, and produces and bring fear to their minds. So once again, this is Astrologer Mohnish. Thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, concerns, feedback, you can always leave me a comment or send me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So this is my Astrologer Mohnish. Thank you very much. Stay happy and please stay safe.